All right, guys, it is coming up on 8:10, and I wanted to jump back here on Facebook and let you guys know that unfortunately, for our friends in central Mississippi, that there is now a severe thunderstorm watch. That includes Greenwood, Mississippi. It includes Starkville, Mississippi. It includes Columbus, Mississippi. It includes Yazoo City, all the way down to Natchez and the Jackson, Mississippi metro area, and Philadelphia. And this watch goes until 2 a.m. For the potential of a couple of tornadoes, hail up to the size of ping pong balls likely, and scattered wind gusts in excess of 70 miles per hour. And this does include the Jackson, Mississippi metro area and Yazoo City, Mississippi as well, all the way up to the Highway 82 corridor over in Mississippi. So what I want to do is I want to take you over to the radar and show you exactly what is going on right now. And what you're going to see is there is your severe thunderstorm watch that we have ongoing right now, that is over here in Mississippi. And it stretches all the way back here from Jackson all the way up to the Alabama-Mississippi state line. Now, there are severe storms in progress right now across a good portion of northeastern Mississippi. And as you can see right there, there is a severe thunderstorm warning that has just been issued for Webster and Clay counties in Mississippi, and this warning goes until 9:15 for 60-mile-per-hour winds and penny-sized hail. There is also a severe thunderstorm warning right now that is in effect for Chickasaw, Pontotoc, Itawamba, Lee, and Monroe counties in Mississippi as well. And then, of course, we've got this batch of storms that is sitting over here in southern Arkansas that actually does have a tornado warning with it. And we're going to have to watch that as that rolls around towards the Greenville and Vicksburg, Mississippi areas. So that is what's going on right now in Mississippi. And we're going to have to watch this area for the potential of a couple of tornadoes, damaging straight line winds upwards of 70 miles per hour, and the potential for ping pong ball sized hail. So real quick, let me take you in here for my friends in Mississippi that are watching. If you're watching me in Amory, Mississippi, you're about to get the severe storms right now. If you're watching me in West Point, Mississippi, you're about to get the severe storms as well. Also, if you're watching me in Waverly, Mississippi, or over here towards Fame and Wilthall, Mississippi. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And Aberdeen, you guys are underneath a severe thunderstorm warning right now. And the warning for West Point goes until 9:15 for the potential of damaging straight line winds in excess of 70 miles per hour. And if any of these storms do go severe and do produce a tornado, I will be back here on Facebook over here in Mississippi to let you guys know the latest weather information. Now, if you are watching me over in Alabama, stay here because I am going to do an Alabama video and tell you what is going on in Alabama. If you are watching me in Mississippi, I intend to do another update for you guys at 8:45. Before then, if necessary, Alabama people, stay on because I am going to give you a full update of what's coming for Alabama. All right, so Alabama people, thank you for staying there. I had to switch off of the Mississippi groups and put on the Alabama groups. All right, so if you're watching me in West Alabama, let me go back over here and pop on if you are watching me right now in West Alabama, basically from Colbert County all the way down to Pickens County and Tuscaloosa County, you guys are underneath a severe thunderstorm watch until 2 a.m. this morning. 2 a.m. in the morning for a couple of tornadoes possible, scattered hail up to ping pong ball sized, and scattered wind gusts in excess of 70 miles per hour. And this includes the cities of Tuscaloosa, Jasper, Hamilton, Fayette, Cordova, Carbon Hill, Winfield, Guin, and Red Bay. So that is the situation that we have ongoing over here in Alabama. Now, let me take you back over here to the radar real quick and show you what we've got going on. We have two areas of concern that we have to watch for right now because we have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning for Marion and Lamar counties, and this does include the city of Hamilton. Now, these storms have caused wind damage across Mississippi, and a severe thunderstorm were located along the line extending from near Tremont to 7 miles east of Aberdeen, Mississippi, moving east at 45 miles per hour. And this is for western Marion and northern Lamar counties, damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. Now, if you are watching me in Hamilton, Vernon, Sulligent, Detroit, Beaverton, Blooming Grove, Lamar County Airport, Weston, Cruz, Bedford, Scottsville, Lamar County Public Lake, Pine Springs, Baxter, and Marion County Public Lake, and Pikeville, you need to go on ahead and think about getting to a sturdy shelter because this warning goes for another 45 minutes for the potential of damaging straight line winds. All right, so that is one area that we have to watch. We also have to watch this other line of storms south of Florence and north of Decatur as it pushes on south into the Huntsville and Decatur areas in northern Alabama. And then, unfortunately, we have to watch this batch of storms that is southwest of Greenville, Mississippi, to see where they try to go because that storm over there has a tornado warning with it. And so it looks like it wants to take a track kind of across Mississippi, kind of like that. So we are going to have to watch a lot of weather for the next few hours. First off, this main batch of storms that is sitting up here north of Columbus, coming into Lamar and Marion counties, and then later on, what this batch of storms does on the Louisiana-Arkansas border, as that one does have a tornado warning with it right now, and it is going to be pretty interesting to see what is going on with this area. But there is your severe thunderstorm watch that goes until 2 a.m. For damaging winds in excess of 70 miles per hour. Hail surfaced and aloft is 1.50 inches in diameter. That is ping pong ball sized. And a couple of tornadoes are possible within that watch area, basically from the Tuscaloosa, Birmingham County line, Tuscaloosa, Jefferson County, all the way back to Natchez, Mississippi, is the length of that watch. And some places in the watch include Aliceville, Berry, Fayette, Tuscaloosa County, Reform, Gordo, Aliceville, just north of Utah. This does include West Green. It does not include Livingston. It does include Foster's, Ralph, Romulus, and then further north, it includes just south of Russellville, Hamilton, Haleyville, Jasper, Berry, Winfield, Guin, and places like that. And also, I do want to mention this does include Carbon Hill. But Coleman County, you guys are not under the watch. Huntsville, Birmingham, this is for the far western portions and northwestern portions of Alabama, and this does include Tuscaloosa County until 2 a.m. in the morning. So let me turn on velocity real quick and show you where your line of wind is going to be. And unfortunately, the wind line right now is actually over the radar site in Columbus. All right, so let me draw on here your wind line. And it is stretching from just north of West Point in Mississippi, then curving up to a point south of Caledonia, Mississippi, and then basically right on the Mississippi-Alabama state line, and then curving up here to a point just off to the west of Hamilton. So if you're watching me in northwestern Alabama, there is a threat of severe storms with damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour for Lamar and Marion counties until 9 p.m. And so I'm checking with all of the weather services in the area to see. Now, I do want to also mention that pea-sized hail fell at 6:45 this evening in Smoke Rise, which is over in Blount County. But the Weather Service in Birmingham has updated the severe thunderstorm warning. So let me read the updated warning for you guys. Damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. These storms have caused wind damage across Mississippi, Hamilton, Vernon, Sulligent, Detroit, Beaverton, Lamar County Airport, Scottsville, Lamar County Public Lake, Rankin Fight Airport, and the Marion County Public Lake are all in the path of these damaging straight line winds upwards of 60 miles per hour in the northern areas of Lamar and Marion counties. So once again, there is your severe thunderstorm watch, and your severe wind line is coming in right now, basically just off to the west of Hamilton and along I-22 or Corridor X, whichever you want to call it, that runs from Birmingham all the way to Memphis now, and goes on the northern side of Tupelo. So that is where this line of wind is going to be. It is going to be just crossing the state line of Alabama right now. And this is going to be winds of 60 miles per hour. So if you're watching me in Sulligent, if you're watching me in Detroit, Alabama, and if you're watching me south of Vienna, that is where your wind line is going to be. And I do note that there are a couple of areas of rotation within this line of storms. So the Weather Service is probably looking at this for the potential of possibly upgrading to a tornado warning. I said possibly, but there is signs of rotation within this line of storms as they come on through the northwestern portions of Alabama. So I really feel like if you're watching in Tuscaloosa, if you're watching in Fayette, if you're watching in Reform, Gordo, or Aliceville, I think your severe weather threat is going to be around you between 10 and 11 o'clock tonight. So I think if you're in the Tuscaloosa metro, your severe weather risk with the storms off to the north are going to be between 10 and 11 o'clock tonight as the storm moves on down into the area. And we also have to watch these storms back here to see how they progress down into the southeast, because they could take a track more like that, and end up south of Tuscaloosa. And so it's going to be real interesting to see how this all progresses over the next few hours. And if you're still watching me, there is a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect now for Lowndes County, Mississippi, that includes the Columbus, Mississippi area. And that's they're extending the warnings over in Mississippi, even on further to the south over the Columbus, Mississippi area. But I really feel like if you were in this watch box, that is your biggest threat of seeing severe weather. I really don't feel like Northeast Alabama is going to see very much. I don't think the Tennessee Valley is going to see much. I think it's basically going to be basically west of a line from Decatur to Birmingham and points off to the west. And unfortunately, that does include the Tuscaloosa Metro, as we are in the severe thunderstorm watch, and a couple of tornadoes are possible this evening and overnight. However, the tornado threat is rather low, but it is non-zero. So have multiple ways of receiving warnings in the event that we have severe weather and severe thunderstorm warnings later on tonight. I think the further south you go, the less of a threat you have, and it's going to be a really fine line of who gets the severe weather and basically who gets just a heavy thunderstorm. Because these storms are going to be in a weakening phase as they push on off to the south and to the east. So that is the situation that we've got ongoing. Now, the storms over here north of Coleman, in between Hartselle and Coleman, these are not severe. They're probably really loud. They're probably producing small hail and torrential rains. However, they're not severe. The storms around Huntsville, Athens, Alabama, those are not severe. The Weather Service in Huntsville has issued a significant weather alert, but they are not severe. The most severe storms right now are in western Lamar and northern Marion counties for another 34 minutes until 9 o'clock for the potential of damaging straight line winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. And it's going to be interesting over the next few hours to see what this lead line does in relation if it continues to weaken or if it tries to strengthen back up again, because we do have that line that is back further off to the south of Oxford that we have to watch and see how that progresses as well. So once again, if you're just joining me, basically, let me zoom back in here real quick. Basically, if you are from the cities of Jasper, to Russellville, and points off to the south and to the west, that includes Hamilton, Millport, Kennedy, Haleyville, Winfield, Carbon Hill, Jasper, Berry, Fayette, Reform, Gordo, Aliceville, Tuscaloosa, Foster's, Ralph, Romulus, West Green, and Geiger. You guys are underneath a severe thunderstorm watch until 2 a.m. in the morning. And yes, it does include Northport, Tuscaloosa, Coker, Elrod, Buell, Brookwood. It does not include Coaling. It does not include Taylorville. It does include Foster's, Ralph, and Romulus, though. Also, Sylvan. So there is your severe thunderstorm watch box that goes in effect until 2 a.m. in the morning. I intend to do another severe weather update probably about 9 o'clock. Before then, if these storms get really nasty, up here in the northern portions of West Alabama for Lamar and Marion counties. And one more time, if you are watching me right now in Vernon, Sulligent, Hamilton, Detroit, Beaverton, Blooming Grove, Lamar County Airport, Lamar County Public Lake, Marion County Public Lake, or Rankin Fight Airport, you need to go on ahead and be in a sturdy shelter for 60-mile-per-hour winds for the next few minutes until 9 o'clock for a severe thunderstorm warning. I will see you guys back here on the Facebook page and social media at 9 o'clock, before then, if necessary.